I don't want to set the world on fire.
Please welcome Tom Summery. I'm here, and no white privileges have been seeing you tonight, okay, guys?
Desire, and that one is you. No other will do. I've lost all ambition for worldly acclaim.
Any government is to monopolize as much violence as possible in order for it to inflict it on as many citizens as possible.
I've been on this like weird anarchist arc for a few months now. This is playing by their rules, exactly how they are.
I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame.
You're watching the Dog and Chicken Show. Like, share, subscribe.
That's right. It's time for the Dog and Chicken Show.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Dog and Chicken Show, episode 184. Oh, man, what a beautiful disaster that was. We'll get into that and much more tonight. But before we get into any of that, the man, the myth, the legend, the one that makes cowboy hats sexy again, you can find him, Tony the Rod. What's up, brother?
Yes, it is I, your 14-time Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast champion, the non-copper-friendly, non-chill filtered, and quadruple distilled Tony fucking G. Find me on TikTok at Tony the Rod. And yes, I am joined in studio tonight by the one, the only, needs no introduction, but he's going to give you one anyway.
The man of the hour, the man of the power, the man that makes it a podcast, Coward, the prince and potentate of the political parlance, the lord of the Scottish Highlands himself, and one damn handsome man, if I do say so myself, and the reigning, defending, revolutionary wrestling podcast champion, Phil K.O.E. Folks, you can find me, of course, at KOE Nation on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch, and champion Phil. I mean, you're getting at least some of the beautiful notes that are my voice. I mean, they're not perfect. They're not perfect, but I wanted to make sure, folks. But yes, we are going to press on. We're going to press onward and upward, despite the millions of technical difficulties we're having this evening. So, this evening,
Why are we having those, Phil?
What's that?
Why would we be having such technical difficulties?
I don't know. It must be because, our producer just is so lackluster.
Yeah, let's blame it on Justin because he hasn't been around for a couple.
No. I'm talking about the executive producer, a certain chicken. He's just so
punctual,
distracted with the varying affairs that he's having on other podcasts, sir. Yes.
Oh, get your Vagisil out, folks. Phil's having a moment. Anyway, what you fellas drinking tonight? Tony's pouring something. Tony's like, fuck this. I need something strong.
I just emptied a bottle of Jameson Black Barrel because there was not much left, so killed that. Phil's listening to himself.
Yeah, the narcissism is deep in this one.
But yes, we will see. Tonight, I'm waiting until we get in a little deeper to the Makers Mark Tournament, folks. So that's.
Oh no, I'm sure Tony has some gin.
I'll think. You know what? Give me some old 114.
And a gin shot.
Oh, you're making me. Fuck you. There ain't no gin in here.
No.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, there is.
Funny story about that because Phil dropped this off the other day. This is the Koval.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Oh, no.
And, he dropped it off in my truck, sent a bunch of selfies. He dropped it off. So I've had that since. So I can't wait to get into that because I hate this shit.
So, Chicken, you can make Tony drink millet whiskey. You can make Tony drink millet whiskey.
Yeah, we heard you the first time.
Ta-da!
Seagrams.
Do I get any louder when I talk into this?
A lot,
Well,
and it's very annoying.
What I have here for Phil is Seagram's Extra Dry Gin. Here you go, Phil.
So I will. I'll put it in the chat to make it official. Phil,
you should make Tony drink that fucking millet whiskey.
There.
Because that will
Nope,
dictate how much.
That's my shot for the hour.
Oat whiskey I give to you.
That's my shot for the hour. It's in. Sorry.
Do you have something that's not like one of these Glencairns we're going to use in competition? Because
there's a double.
What?
Tyler does not waste any.
Tyler. Well, in that case, Phil, you just do an impromptu review of Seagram's Extra Dry Gin.
Tony, I'm not a fan of you right now.
I'm cool.
Bandit says it's Elon's fault.
Okay. Hey, Chicken, when I talk like this, do I not sound like I'm in a fucking hallway?
No, you sound good right there.
Okay. Because that's important for me. So, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the KOE Nation for this very impromptu review of Seagram's Extra Dry Gin. I am your King of Extreme Phil, KOE, the man of the hour, the man with the power, the man that makes the other podcast cower. You can, of course, find me at KOE Nation on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. And, well, this has been thrust upon me by the beautiful people at Big Bucket Empire. So we're going to grade this on a couple of 5-star scales as a gin, as a clear spirits, and will I seek this again? So it's in this marvelous glass here, like very, very high end, very, very high end dinnerware. Smells like weak gin. Well, folks, to fighting, stealing, and drinking. If you're going to fight, may it be for a friend. If you're going to steal, may it be a lover's heart. And if you're going to drink, by God, I hope it's with me. Thank you. Oh, that is foul. That is gin. Gin, that is. As a clear spirit, 1.75 stars. As a gin, sadly, 4 stars. Slightly citrusy. Now it's awful, but it'll mix good with like 7-Up if you're like, that's how desperate you are tonight. Will I seek this bottle again? No! I never sought this bottle in the first place. This is Tony's idea. This is non-consensual gin, folks. Oh, God. So, folks, God bless every last one of you. Travel well and catch me right here, KOE Nation. God bless.
Bandit says, wash it down with millet.
I assume that's for me.
Bandit,
no. He wants Phil to wash down the gin with millet.
Bandit, you need to be clear and explicit as to who's taking that. You should have Tony do it. Bandit, come on. I mean,
come on, Bandit. You know which way to go.
You wouldn't do that to old KOE now, would you?
Yes, he would. He would.
Nuh-uh. No, I don't believe him.
Come on, Bandit.
Bandit,
we'll have to wait and see.
Do that to your King of Extreme.
Folks on Facebook, guess what? Stars are still active. So if you do wish to, if you're not a paid subscriber, it's cheaper to be a paid subscriber because then you can just, get your free drink every hour. But if you burnt your paid subscription, Tyler, and you wish to have Phil drink more gin, stars are available. 300 stars equals $5. So you don't have to pay the 500 because inflation. We're in Biden's economy here, so 300
be like
stars.
700 stars.
Yeah, well,
no, it's
realize
reverse.
Biden
Like, it's weird.
policy is essentially as deflationary as you can possibly get.
Oh, yes.
Ooh, two bandit! This cut was unkindest of all.
I mean, I was prepared to take that, but I'm not one to sully the good name of Bandit, so give him what he
Tony,
wants.
I do have stars available if you really want some.
I don't. I hate it. It's the worst. It's terrible. Like, I'm not looking forward to it.
Oh, that was an overpour.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
A little bit. Hey, you know what's worse than Milo? Millet. Let's make whiskey out of it.
We've never had Milo whiskey.
You basically are drinking it now. Like, it's pretty much.
No, that's called Baiju, and they drink more Baiju in China than all the everything alcohol-wise combined worldwide, basically.
Oh God, I don't even want to look at it.
Tony, I'm sorry.
Hey, chicken, just so you know. Oh,
you're not sorry. You're a dick.
Yeah, you're a dick. All right. Chicken just donate. Oh, nice. Hey, Tony. Clingy.
Yours is plastic.
Fuck
Mine's tin. There's no clink.
So,
oh my God.
Amazing, right?
Oh, it's the worst shit I've ever had.
It's like drinking razor blades.
It's like, oh God, it's like dust. It's like Milo dust. It's fucking terrible.
Now, chicken.
Oh God, this is gonna take for
revenge will be ours because
we shall see.
I've got a marvelous bottle of Cobalt oat whiskey because you loved oat whiskey so much.
I did.
I thought that you need to have this there for when you run out of LTD. So folks know that Chicken's got this beautiful bottle of oat whiskey. So when Tony and I come up on the 2nd and 3rd, that is thine fate, sir. Oat whiskeys. Sorry, sir.
So the last time we did a stream, it was all about drinking beer, and so far this has been all about drinking the worst.
Yeah, we're 12 minutes in.
Yeah, this is not going well.
And it's just all the worst shit you've ever had.
Yeah, this is not fun for any. I hope everybody's enjoying this. This is torture.
God almighty.
Anyway, let's get into the first story that I'm drinking Makers regular mixed. Tony, what's your regular drink right now? You said you had some Jim Beam Black.
Jameson Black Barrel, and after that, I've got a few other short bottles.
Here, Tony, hand me that Breckenridge rum. I don't want to open anything that you don't have already. It's right in front of you. It's right next to your
good choice. Breckenridge rum.
Also,
I don't want to crack open a bottle T ain't already got cracked. Because here's the thing. Over at Castle KOE and at Compound G, and I suspect the Chicken Coop, there's a couple of really good open bottles.
Well, there are, but this is one of them.
Yeah, this is one I'm going to actually enjoy. And maybe it'll wash out some of the awfulness that's been in this glass previously. But...
And Grow the Farm Up says, let's do some stories, Big Buck, and get clucking.
So we basically have like one story to talk about.
I think
we got a couple of fill-ins.
It'll cover much.
Yeah, I mean, we got a couple of things we need to film this evening, but we will get into the main story, which is it's kind of a twofer here.
Can I like preface this real quick? I got a really good intro to this.
Okay. Let's do it.
There's really famous streams that have happened on the internet in our lifetime. Okay, let me tell you about a few of them. Cristiano Ronaldo. Do you guys know who that is?
I know the name for some reason, but maybe I'm just thinking of somebody else.
Well, he accidentally recorded himself in a sauna one time and had 700,000 people watching.
Oh, okay, I think I remember that story.
Yeah. How about Drake, the rapper? He played Fortnite once and streamed it. 628,000 people were watching. Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive, right? AOC, remember when she jumped on Twitch?
Yeah.
430,000 people.
Wow. Okay, that's pretty
Quite
good.
impressive. Quite impressive.
Yeah.
On BuzzFeed, they made a watermelon explode and got enough people to watch. 807,000.
Wow, that's pretty impressive as well.
Okay, not bad.
Just for that.
April, the giraffe. Never heard of it, but there's a giraffe named April that gave birth.
I remember that.
1.2 million people watched live.
Wow.
And then last night, Ron
Surely
DeSantis.
those are Super Bowl numbers.
Yes. Ron DeSantis launched his presidency, and a whopping 300,000 were able to actually log in and listen. Not watch, listen.
Did you say 300 million?
300,000 were actually able to listen. Now, the reports.
See, I think we're having a problem here because I thought you said 1,000 there for a second. Surely it's million.
Yeah, I did. I said
Okay,
300,000.
now I want you to think about that and then juxtapose that with how many interactions would there be the day Trump decides to come back to Twitter? Do you think it's going to be more than 300,000?
Yeah, that's where I think that 300 million comes into play.
And so, like, I'm going to have to say this, guys. Donald Trump, he at least launched his presidential campaign on a site that worked.
Yeah, he kind of did.
Yeah, he kind of did.
I mean, like, I'm sorry, like, that's,
Tony,
like,
are you going to confirm this? I don't have any LTD.
I was just about to.
I finished my LTD the week before last.
Maybe
I have other
hold
things.
that one till next week when I know Chicken's got some awful oat whiskey he's got to. And also crop cover, if you're watching, you can make any of us do anything you want. It's
what? Anything?
Hey, hold
anything.
on. We did not talk about this prior to the stream.
Yeah,
there's
just
no
throwing fucking.
like...
I don't know if I like that. God damn it! I got logged out. I'm trying to find my login. I'll find it.
Here.
Yeah, I got an email notification, but yeah, there you go.
I still got 2/3 a bottle of Canadian Springs.
You've never reviewed that. Give yourself full screen and review it.
I am not reviewing this.
You are reviewing it right now, Mister Bucko.
Yeah,
Bucko. Thanks, Bandit. You fuck.
Hold up the bottle.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the KOE Nation, where we drink shitty whiskeys for fun because people tell us to. It's going to be a great time. I'm looking super forward to Canadian Springs. 40% ABV. I'm going to talk as much as I can to avoid having to drink this. It is a blended Canadian whiskey. It says it's mild and mellow, distilled, blended, and aged under supervision of the Canadian government. Oh, no. That sounds terrible. Bottled by Canadian importers, LTD, St. Louis, Missouri. I have no idea what that means. If you're pregnant, don't drink this. That's the other. Yeah, we're going to have to do this. All right. Canadian whiskeys generally try to be sweeter, lower ABV. I'm not looking forward to this as I've had it before. These are terrible. We're going to have it in shot form. Oh, God. Ugh. Oh. It physically made my neck muscle. Like, that was not, that was, oh, God, I think I pulled a muscle on that.
Okay, so Chicken, you're going to grade this on a few 5-star scales. 5 meaning you have to have it before you shuffle off this mortal coil. 0 meaning pass it on by. The KOE Nation has advised you well. So we're going to grade it
on
as
a Canadian whiskey. I give it a 1.
1 is a Canadian whiskey. All right, as a whiskey.
A 0.5.
As a cask-aged spirit.
Is 0 a number that we can give?
Yes.
0.
Okay. Would this sit on your top, middle, or bottom shelf?
This does not sit on a shelf. This needs to be buried in the fucking backyard.
Okay, and when that bottle runs empty, will you seek another?
Negative, Captain. Negative.
Well, it just so happens that I haven't given my drink for the show yet. Hey, chicken, Canadian Springs. You should seek another shot.
I might have earned this one. Sorry, Tony.
Yeah, maybe a little bit, huh?
Tony did not forgive that millet whiskey.
No, it didn't.
Hold on. I need to at least wash that last one down. That was pretty rough. Oh,
I believe that was like a $8 bottle, if I remember correctly.
I would be surprised if you paid
again?
that much for it, because it's pretty awful stuff. Oh, dude. Oh,
you will not seek another bottle.
A back to back.
You can wait. I mean, if you really want to wait.
No, you gave it a shot. Gotta pay the tax.
Yeah. God damn. I love you guys so much. Not you two.
Right.
The people in the chat.
Yes. Fair.
God damn it. All right. May the winds of fortune sail you. May you sail a gentle sea. May it always be the other guy who says, drinks on me.
Nice.
Oh, that is pain. Oh, it's pain. Oh my God. It's convulsions. It's pain.
Now, I did not do a Donald Trump there on purpose.
Oh, that even I felt some sympathy there.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do a half.
I almost spit that out. Like that was tough.
Tony, you don't know.
No.
Okay, if I was a subscriber, which I'm gonna have to.
You guys ruined my palate for the night.
Okay, there. I felt bad. I did a half a million.
Like chicken, I think one of these nights when like Tony can't come on, we're gonna go live and you're just gonna like talk me through how to be a subscriber on Big Buck and Empire, but explain it to me like I was a small child or a golden retriever, and we're just gonna go
like I do with everything. Got it.
Yes.
A small child would already be a paid subscriber.
Or a golden retriever. You know, you gotta explain it to them.
I'm not ruling that out either.
Gotta explain
Jesus
it to them,
Christ.
don't you?
Oh my God. That is so gross.
Yeah.
Is it worse than LTD?
I feel like
maybe,
Tony.
I had a week off LTD, so I don't know what. Like it just seems so much worse.
This
tonight.
is just making it better. That's all it's doing. Is
as long as things. Okay, so now I feel like we've all of our stomachs are turned. Let's talk about the awfulness that is the GOP and the president.
You're lucky, Phil. My wife would let me buy stars.
Thank you, Mrs. Williams. You are a philosopher queen. Okay.
All right, so let's get into it. So, Ron DeSantis launches the campaign officially, finally, in some people's opinion. Maybe too late.
And let me bring this in because, like, okay, there's so many ways to launch your presidential campaign, and the way you've always done it, Donald Trump did it in front of the Trump jet. With awesome music, it had a crowd, music playing. Like it was like you got the vibe on TV, and you're like, hell yeah! Even Obama, go back and watch Obama when he first announced the inflection in his voice, and he was like, "And that's why I am running for president of these United." Like he got the crowd all like bolstered in. Ron DeSantis is like, well, I'm going to be throwing my name into the hat to run for president of the United States because I really don't like what they're doing to children in schools with gender theory and other issues that we've been dealing with Disney. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like
you were way more charismatic. Hang on. What you got to do is more like this. Hi, this is Ron DeSantis. I can't see myself on screen, but hopefully there's still people watching. I don't know. It's way too late to announce my candidacy, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm way behind already. Maybe I should wait till 2020. No, I can't. I can't just wait. Okay, fine. I'm going to announce my presidency because border and, Disney's gay.
Disney's gay.
Nailed it. Fucking nailed it.
Yeah, that's going to be Ron. He had a slim moment, a slim window, but like this is always going to be remembered. You know, you only get a first impression once.
Yeah.
And this one was pretty well flubbed. Now, Elon. Oh.
Yeah, failure.
I loved
to
it.
Launch.
Dude, this works in Elon's favor a lot. I think this is amazing for Twitter.
No, what this is
you mean
is
when
amazing.
Trump wins re-election and Elon's given a personal advice like, "Thank you, Elon, for just sinking Ron DeSantis single-handedly for me without me having to lift a finger. That was so nice of you."
What this
Well,
is
no,
is
because what's everybody talking about? What's everybody talking about?
Donald Trump.
Are they talking about Ron DeSantis or are they talking about Twitter's failure?
Elon.
Kind of about
They're
Trump.
they're talking about Elon.
Yeah.
They're talking about Twitter. Everybody knew Ron was going to run. Nobody gave a shit that he announced. So Twitter's getting all the public like everybody's like, yeah, Ron DeSantis, yeah, this was pretty lame. But God, could you believe Twitter wasn't prepared for this? No, it's press. Like, it's bad press, but it's press. There's no such thing as bad press, and Twitter just got it all.
Now, who this is good for? This is good for Tucker Carlson, that Ron DeSantis was the fucking guinea pig of Twitter trying to do a live stream, live show, whatever the fuck, because they can work the kinks out now. Too bad it cost Ron DeSantis the presidency.
Yeah, they worked the kinks out, but yeah, it cost Ron DeSantis.
Trump hasn't announced at this point in 2015, so I completely disagree on it being too late. Yeah, well, Trump didn't have, Donald Trump to go against, so maybe Ron should have been way fucking ahead of this thing. That's kind of my point.
So what you're saying is Ron needed an escalator to come down.
Yes, he did. Yeah, that was way too much energy. Brandon says Ron doesn't like gay. Don't even say it. That's true. You're not supposed to say it.
Yeah, don't say gay. Don't say gay.
Bandit, I heard right before the show started an engineer resigned the next day. Did he work for Bud Light too? Twitter space blows goats. I have proof.
Okay, if you guys, anybody know, have either of you played with Twitter spaces?
No.
All right, here, let me.
I'll
pull it up on screen so you guys can see how this went down, because it was rough.
Which actually, by the way, you can find me on Twitter, KOE Nation, on Twitter, at KOE Nation. Be sure to follow me, folks. It's the place to be. Sorry, chicken. I couldn't help myself.
Hold on. I just saw a different. So Neuralink just announced, we are excited to share that we received FDA approval to launch our first in-human clinical study. Holy shit. That's huge news.
Repeat that?
Yeah. What?
3 hours ago, Neuralink, Elon Musk's brain implant chip company.
Yeah, implant shit.
We are excited to share that we have received the FDA's approval to launch our first in-human clinical study. This is a result of incredible work by Neuralink team, blah, blah, blah. Wow.
That's pretty big.
Now, I want you to keep that in mind. I can't remember the name of the company right now, but one of the big economic forecasters that I watch, there's a company that they just had a really great quarterly report because they came out with a chip, and it just hit today. Just today. Like, chicken, if you looked it up, you'd probably be able to find it. But this company reports that they have a chip that can now perform 30 trillion calculations per second.
Wow.
30 trillion calculations per second. Combine that with now we have Neuralink wanting to interface technology to the brain. Think of what the human brain.
Phil, is that quantum computing at that point yet, or is that still prior to quantum? So that's still nothing. That's still nothing.
30 trillion calculations a second ain't nothing, man. Like, I'm sorry. That's going to be able to increase our exponential abilities, especially when we start to get deep into AI.
Phil, what I'm trying to tell you is when quantum computing hits, that will sound like nothing.
Well, okay, but chicken, I don't mean to sound like a dick here, but quantum to me is sort of like sacred science or the magical, the sacred. It's all like, to me, it's sort of like string theory. Like, it's nice sounding nonsense.
No, it's
like,
coming. They're close. It's coming.
maybe, but like it'll be something that we can still wrap our minds around because people say, "Oh, we need."
Anyway, let's get back to DeSantis announcement. Jesus, we can argue about the future of technology.
Well, no, like when you're talking about Neuralink, and that just came to me, and just today, there's a chip that can now do those kind of. Think of what we're going to be able to do with the human mind in just a very short amount of time when you can now connect the human mind to software that can now make 30 trillion calculations a second.
Yeah.
Like
no, it's impressive. I'm not downplaying it.
Okay? Like it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Real AI. People are going to cry over video games.
We already do.
Yeah.
There's people that cry over robot girlfriends. Yeah, there's people that cry over robot girlfriends that get taken away from, or not even robots.
Yeah, as they should. You know what? They're people too, chicken. All right.
Hey, well, that's fair. All right, folks. Here's what Twitter Spaces looks like.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Blow this up.
Oh, did you see the one that Trump dropped on his Truth Social?
No. Oh yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. We can. We can.
Oh,
maybe not the whole thing, but most of it.
So he's like, don't worry, I'll get
it's adventurous. So
yes.
But I think the value here is actually really high for people to hear directly from presidential candidates and to answer a Q&A live, and you can get a sense for how a candidate really is, and where it's not just canned speeches and teleprompters. It's in fact, you can tell by the some of the mistakes.
Real. Oh god. Yeah. Oh god. So we're in a show. Yeah, this is Twitter Spaces.
Yeah, this. So this is like ancient, like Zoom.
I got somebody at my
felt
door.
More.
You guys carry on.
Yeah, I feel more like advanced thinking back to the days of MSN Messenger while watching this.
They could have done this on StreamYard.
I was gonna say, like, we're doing a better streaming.
Like Ron,
right now,
you could have debuted on Big Bucket Empire and done way better.
Well, yeah, actually, I think that would have been absolutely.
Well, no,
fantastic.
At this point, Tony, that's actually objectively true.
No, yeah, exactly. I agree.
Like
100%.
Hindsight being 2020, yeah, the debuting on Big Bucket Empire would have actually been the way to go for old Ronnie DeSantis.
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
I agree. So anyway,
how much
that
Elon
Twitter Spaces thing.
Yeah, good question.
Yeah.
God.
So those Twitter Spaces, like, they had the names of like the who's who out there. Like, so you had Ron DeSantis, Elon, of course. You had Wall Street Bets guy on there. You had Tommy Lauren. You had Megyn Kelly, Nate Silver, Rudy Giuliani. Like the who's who. Daily Callers on there. OAN's on, like, all these big names. But like Twitter Spaces is such a Caitlyn Jenner, it's funny, was also like one of the top ones on there. But like the who's who that you can have was there. But Twitter Spaces is such a weird fucking, like, it's literally a live listening platform only, which is so terrible because nobody can really interject in the conversation unless you are a co-host or host of it. And so everybody can come in there and listen. You can see that they're listening. And Phil, we can get to those. Why don't you just send them to us and we can pull them up on screen? Why aren't, like,
Phil's
God damn it.
just
you were distracted, Phil.
He's on level.
Phil's like, oh my god, there's cool stuff on Twitter. So anyway, that wasn't the problem.
I'm giving like smart ass replies to Speak Kevin McCarthy on Twitter. It's amazing.
It is. Twitter is actually a very amazing tool. The problem is with this Twitter Spaces is the audio quality sucks. It is terrible.
It sounds like a voicemail.
Cut it. Yeah, this whole thing went on for like over an hour. They had to switch to a different account. They had to relaunch the whole fucking thing. And then people were like accidentally muting themselves, and then people would unmute themselves. So you'd get an echo when they're sitting in the same room talking. Elon did this with somebody he was in the room with. And so you got this weird echo. It was a fucking train wreck. It was like, it was, in the way I described it last night on the Audacity of Freedom podcast, check that out, on Rumble only. But I described it on there specifically, love you, Phil, as like a Zoom meeting.
Traitor.
As a Zoom meeting that nobody fucking wanted to be on, which is all Zoom meetings, but that's what this felt like. And then
it did
Ron
not feel
DeSantis,
like the mandatory 4:45 on a Friday meeting.
Yeah. No, the best part was Ron DeSantis when he comes on and goes, and Elon goes, "Hey guys, I'm super happy I can do this for a political figure, and it doesn't have to be canned speeches and your traditional way of introducing politics to running for president. So without further ado, here's Ron DeSantis." And then Ron gets on and reads a canned fucking speech, monotoned for fucking 5 minutes. It was awful. It was terrible. Like, let me see if I can find the moment when Ron actually announces, because it was it wasn't terrible. It was probably the worst thing that's happened on the internet ever.
The worst thing on the internet ever?
No.
It was pretty bad.
I can think of several things I've done.
It's not every single time Vosh or Hassan Abi fucking log on. That's the worst thing to ever happen on the internet. Or, unfortunately, and bringing it a little bit closer to our little circle, the saddest day in a child's life isn't when they realize that Santa isn't real. It's when they realize Jacanadar is. So, sorry. It's just... So, yeah. So, yeah, the worst thing on the internet,
wow.
But this has been like, this is the worst day in Ron DeSantis' life. I'll give you that. This is literally...
This is why I wish he just would have not run this time around. I really do. Because I'm going to go back to what I said a week or two ago. I wish I didn't think this was true, but I do. If Donald Trump wins back the presidency in 2024, it's going to essentially guarantee that a Democrat wins it in 2028. So I was hoping that Ron DeSantis would hold out until then, because he would have been the best chance the Republicans had of holding on to it if Donald Trump won in 2024. With both of them going head to head now, depending on how this campaign goes and him and Trump going head to head trying to win the nomination, does he come back from this when he doesn't get the nomination? I mean, it's too early to tell who's going to win this. Like, anything can happen, but it's like Donald Trump can almost do no wrong. He's kind of like, and this is the parallel they're going for. Homelander in the most recent season of The Boys literally lasered a dude's head off and was cheered for it. That is the equivalent here we're talking about. That's the parallel they're trying to make on that show. And it kind of holds up, because at this point, it doesn't matter what investigations, impeachments, committee meetings happen to Donald Trump. He's still going to get his constituents.
It's all just the deep state trying to come against him.
If
here's
alienates enough the Republican voting pool, can Ron DeSantis win them back when Donald Trump is no longer an option, or is this campaign going to sour them on him?
Here we go, guys. I think I found the clip I was looking for here. Let's see what happened.
The rumor is that Donald
let's just listen. Let's just listen.
Hello?
Oh no, Twitter has to load, because Twitter's fucking buffering this. So awesome.
But no, this was like, even I was like, wow. But now, like, now
just the
we
visual
got Elon Musk,
of this is amazing.
Ron DeSantis, George Soros, Klaus Schwab, Dick Cheney, a certain person from Hitler, from Germany in the 1930s. Yeah,
from Hitler.
Certain Hitler. Who would that be? Yeah,
a specific Hitler.
Not a specific.
The main one,
but a certain one.
Not that one.
Like not the devil and the FBI. But I repeat myself.
I'm trying to pick out.
Oh my God,
evil.
Twitter is so terrible. Their video players suck so bad.
Yeah, it is bad.
This is like
Hi,
me whenever
everyone.
I'm trying
Welcome
to
to our
show
Ron
my
DeSantis
kid.
Twitter space.
Hello?
Damn it.
We had it for a second. This is like me whenever I'm trying to show my kid like some sort of historical YouTube video or like something slightly educational. It'll only do this the minute I'm trying to like make a point.
Wow, this
Is there
is
another one?
Could there be?
No.
Wow. This is weak.
Weak sauce, yo. Weak sauce, bro.
Yeah.
Weak sauce.
Here, let's see.
Society with the government is colluding.
Yeah, here you go. Here's Ron DeSantis actually talking here. Let's see. Or is it going to buffer now?
Our country, we cannot have a society in which government is colluding with major tech platforms to enforce an orthodoxy.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we're absolutely committed to freedom of speech and a level playing field.
Our country.
Like, that's how the whole thing went. That was the most exciting.
That's terrible. What, like, if you want to make a splash, like, obviously he's not going to have his escalator moment, but Jesus Christ, you get your constituents, you get your voting pool.
Twitter space.
Hello? Is my microphone working correctly?
George, can you just wait while we...
Hello? Can you hear me?
We can all hear you, George. Can you just hold on for a second?
Hilfa, I don't think they can hear me.
I can hear you fine, George. Just speak to the
I don't think
microphone.
George knows how to use Twitter.
Hello? Can you hear me now?
Can I please make my big announcement now? Everyone just...
Hello?
Just shut up, George.
Can somebody just mute George?
Dick, could you try not to cough on the...
Okay, so how are we going to take out Trump, you guys?
Guys from the FBI, this is not a private call. This is a public Twitter space. Everyone can listen in.
God damn it.
God damn it.
Anyway, guys, we invited everyone to this Twitter space so Governor Ron DeSantis could...
Everyone just shut the hell up so I can make my announcement, okay?
You go, girl.
Wait, the devil is gay?
So what? Everyone in this call is gay. I happen to know every single one of you has a secret gay lover hidden in your closet.
They use that clip.
I'll pause
Holy
when
shit.
Hitler goes off. All right.
Oh, man. That was beautiful. I love how the FBI dipped.
Yeah, like, oh, shit. Okay. Just
So most
That
people
was
don't watch to the end. We'll skip ahead. Because
Oh,
Donald
no.
J. Trump shows up.
Oh, no. You skip 10 seconds. It's going to buffer. Yeah.
You dumb
Okay.
son of a bitch.
Oh, you fucked up.
You fucked up.
You
fucked up. You fucked up. God, chicken, you son of a bitch.
How dare I skip
Like-
10 seconds on Twitter?
I know it's gonna take at
Skipping
least
10 seconds is going to take 2 minutes of buffering.
Yeah,
Like,
chicken, you.
That's
But now
basically
we know
how it
good
is.
old Donnie J. That and I think some music comes on in the end that's copyrighted. So
Well, basically, Donald Trump goes, the devil, fuck you, you're in hell. Adolf, I know you're in hell with the devil. Dick Cheney, you're going to be right there with them both here pretty soon. Klaus Schwab, George Soros, I'll be putting you guys in jail pretty soon. Ron DeSantis, you can kiss my ass. That's basically what the Donald Trump pop into the call was, it was brilliant. It was great. And all of this AI generated like voice technology, like this was all pre-planned. It was all ready to rock and roll. Because
Sure.
as soon as the call happened, this fucking thing dropped on every platform, which brilliant, fucking brilliant. Whether it was Trump team behind it, that's what it sounds like it was, but this was excellent. Fucking A+, amazing goddamn persuasion here.
See, that's again why I ask, is Ron DeSantis going to be able to survive this campaign when he doesn't get the nomination? And will he be able to run again without it being a big fucking joke of how badly this one started or this one goes?
Well, now he's in. He's got to make the best of this now.
That's what I mean. I
can't
don't
fuck
see
this
him
up.
surviving.
yeah, he's in whether he likes it or not. So so folks, Ron DeSantis, it was nice. It was a nice idea, but just quit. You're not going to beat Donald Trump. You don't have a chance. There's no way. nobody's going to win the nomination this time around without Trump's explicit endorsement. And just like no one is going to win the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast Championship without your tribal chief's explicit endorsement, folks. So I think we'll get into the makers in the post, but I think when we do, because we got to do some mic setups, but we will get into this particular thing next. 10 more minutes, big boy. God damn it, Tyler. Why you gotta do that to me? So
you gotta talk shit, Phil.
Well, I got 10 minutes to talk shit. So, Chicken, Ron DeSantis has no chance. Just like you and Tony this weekend have no chance to take the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast Championship off of yours truly, Phil K.O.
Phil planning on coasting to another tie.
Oh, Tony, in order to be the man, you gotta beat the man.
Tie the guy. Yeah.
You gotta beat the man, not tie the man. Beat the man. At WrestleMania, I beat Chicken. I didn't tie Chicken.
Phil, you were so lucky.
Why?
I only have 100 stars left. I was about ready to send you a fucking gin shot.
Oh, so sad.
Somebody match me. I'm sending 100. Somebody match me.
Ooh. 200 stars. But, folks, doesn't matter. Because Chicken, he's just upset that I defeated him fair and square at WrestleMania because I picked the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. So, folks, we're going to shift gears, and you can still give them shots, but we're going to start getting into predictions for this weekend for Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia. Now, Chicken, ever since I defeated you for the championship at WrestleMania, I retained at Backlash.
If we're already shifting gears, we're only Tony, did I not say that this was going to turn into like a hour plus
yeah, you did.
Thing on RWP?
You did.
Yeah. I'm going to throw a wrench in Phil's plans here, and I'm going to go have a smoke because I need a break from Phil before I get full on in character.
He's got to run scared because he knows the champion has got.
Tyler dropped 35 more. They're on their way, Phil. We're at 135.
Ooh. 135 stars.
See. Do I have any left?
So short. So short.
All right, I'm gonna have a smoke real quick.
Maybe not.
I'll get into wrestling. You guys preview the show and what we're getting into, and I will be right back.
Chicken, you're a bitch. Tony, does he realize that he's getting 2 bottles? Oh, hey, Chicken. Does he realize that he's getting 2 bottles of oat whiskey?
He does now.
Well, good. He needs to. He needs to know he's getting.
Phil, how big of a jug of gin do you want, and how many?
There you go. I just sent 25 more. That's all I had left.
Oh, we're getting there. Still shy, folks. Still shy. But so, Tony, I gotta say, well, Chicken's gone.
Yeah.
At Backlash, I saw you come into the back room for a moment.
So here's how.
But when you realized that I had won, you just didn't want to take my gloating. So, Tony, now I'm here in person to very much gloat. So, Tony, I am the tribal chief and you are not. I am the champion and you are not. Na 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 na. Nya, 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 nya. Nya, nya.
So
Phil K.O.E. graceful in victory.
The Backlash watch-along consisted of me talking straight for an hour and a half by myself because Chicken didn't show up and Phil was late as fuck. And then when he did show up, he basically just sat there and watched the show and didn't say much. So basically, I just did it more myself. And he was coasting along a point behind the entire time. And then he managed to tie right before the main event with me to limp into retention. So yes, as you can tell, a fighting champion And it was a decision by WWE booking creative that they haven't recovered from, and I don't know that they will because they tanked their best storyline with it. But yeah, Phil should be super proud. And I had a bunch of kids in the house that night, and I had to deal with that.
So Tony's basically upset that I pulled the Brock Lesnar and just kind of
sorry I had to bail a little early and not give you
waltz
a chance
in with
to
my crown,
complain to yourself about how great you are.
No, not complain, Tony.
Yeah,
brag.
It's pretty similar.
Like
the tone is the same.
Oh no, because the smile is so big, T.
No,
because
the
here's the thing,
same.
Tony. I am the 13-time Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast champ, and I use this belt as the interim champ, as my championship, like the Smoking Skull, because this is exactly like what Cody Rhodes would have done had he actually won at WrestleMania, but he did not. Instead, we have the reign of the Tribal Chief,
Bandit,
Roman
did you just drop
Sammartino.
another shot?
No, he didn't.
Because I'm looking at it here, and it looks like you did.
No.
May 26th, and yeah, it looks like Bandit did. Yeah, he did. Got it right here.
Bandit, you need to make it a millet shot for Tony. Because that would make you
Bandit,
awesome.
I got your buy me a coffee. What would you like?
I think you should make Tony do a millet shot because that would make you really the super fan. I would have to knight you permanently as a knight of the KOE Nation.
So yes, a shot of gin.
Yes, a shot of millet for Tony. Yes.
Yeah, we'll just wait for him to say Phil. Phil, do you want Phil to drink millet or gin?
I think he wants Tony.
Ooh, how about a 50-50?
Tony, go
gin
fucking no.
millet
No,
shot.
it's one or the other. You have to choose one or the
It's
other.
not a double. It's just
Tony,
half and
go
half.
fuck yourself.
It's just half and half.
No, it's one or the other.
Bandit's choice.
Of one or the other. Like that.
But
I think it needs to be millet for Tony.
I think it needs to be. Oh, hey, look at that. Justin getting right in before the top of the hour. Phil Gin. There we have that. That'll settle that debate. And Bandit says for that buy me a coffee, Phil Gin. And Samantha Williams dropped some stars in Facebook. Let's see how many of those are. Golly, looks like 200. Phil Gin. Hey Phil, you remember about a minute and a half ago where you were sitting here just bragging and gloating and just on top of the world a second ago? That's 3 gin shots. And Bandit says, you know what? I would like 50-50.
You're getting 3 gin shots in a row, bitches.
See, I think you should do 150-50.
Hey, Tony, go fuck yourself. You're not the one.
Just remember when you were gloating about being the tribal chief? Right now, you're the tribal chief of Seagram's Extra Dry Gin.
I can't wait to see my tribal chief drink so much gin.
Yes, my tribal chief.
Yes, my tribal chief.
Yes.
Drink some gin, tribal
No,
chief.
you got to keep Paul Heymaning out the whole time.
Oh, yes, my tribal chief. You must drink the gin.
Gin shots, tribal chief.
Only you know how to dry gin.
You can do it, tribal chief.
You are
3
the master
shots,
of dry
tribal
gin.
chief. You can do this. You're strong enough. Yes, tribal chief. Is he okay? Oh
no.
Oh.
Phil, you want to gloat some more about trying?
Tribal chief?
Does it feel like a win right now? Does that feel like a win? Feel like the tribal chief right now, do you? Oh man, that was brutal.
Your tribal chief wins again. Oh God, I thought I was gonna be sick there for a second. Oh God, that was awful.
And we're gonna do drink reviews later.
Whose idea was that?
Huh?
Yeah.
Anyway,
folks, we're moving into the next.
Go to that in post.
Yeah, we're moving into the next segment of the show, folks. Get ready for some wrestling talk.
Hey, let's do that intro again because I just added RWP to the stream. Let's hit that again.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we can do that again.
And I'm gonna change the background.
Okay.
Welcome, one and all, to the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast, folks. I am your King of Extreme, Phil KOE, the man of the hour, the man of the power, the man that makes you the podcast coward, the prince and potentate of the political parlance, the lord of the Scottish Highlands himself, one damn handsome man, and the reigning, defending Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast champion himself, Phil KOE, for our preview and prediction of Night of Champions. And I am joined this evening by my indomitable broadcast partners, the one, the only.
Oh, the 14-time Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast champion, the non-chill filtered, quadruple distilled, Tony fucking G. You can find me on TikTok at Tony the Rod. And of course, the former squawking motherfucker to my left, I guess. Yeah.
Your 10-time, that's right, I said 10-time Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast champion, soon to be,
and we'll still be at the end of this weekend.
Champion. Your big bucking emperor, Chicken, looking forward to Night of Champions.
During the day.
Actually, I'm not. This is terrible.
Yeah. Night of Champions during the day.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be on, like, what, noon?
Noon. So yeah, Night of Champions coming at you from Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Once again, this is was supposed to be the debuting King and Queen of the Ring premium live.
Yeah,
event,
that's right. It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, they decided they didn't like that name for some reason in Saudi Arabia.
Because
it was
something about
Weird.
queens.
Yeah, and then ironically, they changed it to Night of Champions, and guess how many women's matches there are? Fucking 3. Huh? So it's like they didn't get the idea that maybe they fucked up and they just kept going with it. So yeah, if you remember, it might be another plane getting held up. Just saying.
I wonder how many people have said they'd never go back there again and ended up having to go back there.
Oh, all of them. Every one of them. In fact, we're getting a
Tony,
brand new debut at Saudi Arabia in one of the matches.
I do have a graphics for fight cards ready to rock and roll.
Oh,
if
perfect.
we want to get into
I
our
had
picks,
some
predictions.
Yeah, that's great. Let's do it.
All righty. So,
let's do it.
What are all the matches
First.
on the card this evening, gentlemen?
First up.
All right. So before we get into the picks, Chicken, you and I need to have a tie breaker between you and I. Should we tie and beat Phil? What were we deciding on? We were thinking you
guys could just be the tag team champions.
Phil, fuck off.
I think it's who eats the pin in the tag team championship match.
I'm gonna go. Then if we're gonna do it in the tag match, maybe we should wait for that because I don't want to bury my lead on that.
Yep. Same.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go with the IC title match. This, well, I guess before we talk about that, what's the opener? Because we are going to call the opener for a point. That's for all three of us to get correct. What do you think is the opening match?
Oh, drink.
Everybody take a drink.
What will be the opener? Let me look at the card again because
I got
a lot of these.
Phil,
there's three of them. Three of them shouldn't be the opener.
So okay. Phil says he's got his pick for the opener. I know who I've got. I've got all mine written down.
This is the one I won't invoke champions advantage. I'm gonna go I think the opener is gonna be Ripley versus Natalya.
SmackDown Women's
That
Championship.
is the easiest pick of the night too, so that would make sense.
Yeah, and that's actually my opening pick as well.
Son of a biscuit.
Well, just to throw things through a loop, I'll pick something different. I'll do Bianca versus Asuka.
Okay, Raw Women's Champion.
Not a bad pick.
See, I'm going with one of the women's matches to open the show because, like I said, there's 3 of them, and you're gonna have to spread those things out amongst this show for the crowd's sake, because otherwise they're gonna get restless. I'm not saying that because I'm sexist. I'm saying it because they're sexist.
Yeah, there is that.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's got to be one of the women's title matches. It does, because it just has to be. I don't think you can put Lita and Trish on in the opener. I don't.
It's like
see
one of
that.
those questions I'd love to ask, but I'll never get the chance. Like, go up to one of the women's wrestlers, like, so do you hate the Saudi government? They'll be like, no. Oh, really? Because they fucking hate you a lot. Like, so, all right. So we got the opener. So let's get going to the card, gents.
Yes, the Intercontinental Championship. Gunther defending against Mustafa
Ali. I like Mustafa. He's going to be obvious home crowd advantage. But
home crowd advantage. That guy's from like Philadelphia or some shit. Like it's.
I know the Saudis
got home
are
complexion
rumored.
advantage. That's about as close as you can get.
Right, I know.
Yeah.
But the Saudis like to throw out like these demands. I think this is one you can't do. Like if the Saudis demanded that Mustafa Ali wins this, I don't think you can do it. It doesn't, like, you can't. Gunther has to retain. Like, he hasn't had to cheat to win. He hasn't had to do shit to win. Like he's just been imposing. Dominant. Yeah. You keep the dominance. Like, now I like Mustafa Ali. There's a lot of stuff I think he could do in the future, but like this is one of his first matches back. Like he hasn't been doing much lately. Like
he's had a lot of runs and they all fall flat.
Well, didn't he want to get his release? Like Jim Cornette said, he wanted his release so he could walk away from this, aboard the Mayflower and pursue a life of religious freedom. He wanted out not too long ago. I don't see them putting the title on him. Tony, remember when we saw Gunther falter at the time live? Now he had a little bit more. He's a little chunkier then, but that was a big, imposing son of a bitch. Like he just looked like he'd whip the fuck out of you. He looked like he's a farm boy that just beat the shit out of you.
He's a classic.
Now he looks like
golden era heel.
Yeah, so I'm like, is there anybody like I have Gunther?
Yeah,
does anybody have
Gunther? No.
Yeah. No, this would be completely
Bandit does.
pointless.
Bandit has Ali winning in trade for allowing the women to wrestle. Wow.
Yeah, there's a chance, but I'm going with Gunther because at this point they're pod committed with Gunther, and it's going to take somebody with a lot more potential down the line than Mustafa Ali to take the strap off.
Yeah, I don't think Gunther loses this strap. I think he elevates from this strap.
I agreed.
Agreed. We all got Gunther. So moving onward and upward. Your tribal chief Phil Kawhi has nothing to worry about this matchup.
Not yet.
Rhea Ripley, Natalya. Okay, guys, who do you have and why is it Rhea Ripley?
I was gonna say if this was a confidence pick, if this
forever the bridesmaid, never the bride, Natalya.
Yeah, if this was a confidence pick, this is like an all-in on Rhea.
Yeah,
I think this is one of those ones though. Yeah. Like Vegas odds, I think are 10,000 to 1. So
it's not gonna be a big payout there.
No.
Well, no, if you were willing to throw $100 at Natalya
to win
and she happened to win, like it's a big payday.
Oh yeah,
and that's not going to happen. I'd rather keep the $100.
I know, but it's worth it. I think it's worth it.
It's not because this is a lock. Rhea Ripley is going to win this.
I know she is.
Out of all the women on the roster, there's not one that's at the level of Rhea Ripley in terms of in-ring work and character development. Because there's just not. Like, and you can argue Bianca Belair, that's all in-ring work.
Yeah. She runs the faction now, so it's like
she runs Judgment Day.
We've all got Mommy. She's gonna take this easily.
Yes, hands down.
Your tribal chief again has nothing to worry about in this match because Mommy's gonna dominate. It's gonna be way more erotic than the Jeddah crowd knows how to deal with. Even if she's wearing things up to her chin, just the makeup she's going to be wearing is going to be more than they know how to deal with. It's going to be a very conservative crowd. It's going to be fascinating to see.
Okay, so we're going to go into the Raw Women's Championship match. Bianca Belair defending against Asuka.
Can I tell you how much I hate that we're doing this again already? There's no story. There wasn't a story to start with. There's not a story now.
Yeah.
And And I made it very clear my feelings on Bianca, and they've not she has no adversity. She is superhero and world beater. Like I don't know who you put up against her. The women's division is not intriguing at all. And the only person you can put against her that would make this intriguing is Asuka, but you did not build a story. So Asuka's not going to win this. As much as I want Asuka to win and to see a story built, this isn't happening. Bianca wins.
Now, I said something very controversial the other day on Facebook, and you're talking about the women's division, but I'm standing by this. You need to get rid of at least half the titles that they have in WWE at the moment, and you could merge both women's championships. You could even merge both of those women's championships and the NXT women's tag and the WWE women's tag division, merge all those belts together, and you'd be much better served, to be frank, because the women's tag team division just is not they have not sold one ticket based on, oh my God, did you know that they're the women's tag team champions right now, D?
Yeah.
Not one ticket has ever been sold on that statement. So they don't need that at the moment. So, but yeah, to be honest, Bianca.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm going with Asuka.
You're going
with
Tony's
Asuka.
going with Asuka.
I'm going with Asuka.
Ballsy pick.
Tony's going.
I like it.
Yep. Chicken. Who are you going with?
You went with Bianca.
I went Bianca.
All right.
Let's get the last women's match out of the way.
There's
Becky
another
Lynch,
waste of time.
Trish Stratus. This one, I don't know. I thought they were going to hold off till SummerSlam to do this, but whatever. Let's give it to the Saudis who don't even want it. Becky versus Trish. Who you guys liking this one?
I'm going to invoke champion's advantage on this match. I'm going to let you guys go first.
So if you look back at the rumors before Trish got signed on how this was supposed to go, this was supposed to be just a quick 2-match feud, but then they went through the trouble of drafting Trish.
Yeah.
And spending a lot of extra time. Is Trish going to be around for a while? There's some questions to ask here to where it's not going to be a back and forth 1v1 win v loss. This is one of the ones I have the least confidence on because I could see some nostalgia shit for
advantage here.
Yeah, I could see some nostalgia shit going on for the Saudis. I am picking Trish Stratus to win this one.
Yeah, I actually also have Trish because I expect there to be a rematch. So I'm gonna go with
it was going to be a SummerSlam, and Trish is going to do some kind of. My prediction is Trish is going to finish the match with the most devastating maneuver in all sports entertainment: the surprise roll up.
Yes.
Yeah, I expect Trish to win this because I feel like they're gonna drag this out into SummerSlam where not Lita.
Well, she'll make a run.
Becky. Yeah, Lita's going to have to pop up at some point. It's not going to be at Saudi. But yeah, Lita's going to show up and help Becky in some form or fashion. Even that feels cheap. But Becky's going to get the win in the end of this feud. But it's not going to be on this card. No, I think you have to give this one to Trish because especially since, like it or not, Trish Stratus is still a pretty big name from when wrestling was big, and the Saudis like that. So it makes too much sense to give the win to Trish.
I agree.
All righty. So what's the next match, gentlemen?
We move
Seth
into
freaking Rollins.
This should hands down
Franklin Rollins.
be match of the night.
It will be.
And be a match of the year contender. But here's the problem. Fuck you. The problem here is...
Well, no, they're not going to give him the time for that.
God damn it. Just let me dream, all right? Here's the problem. This is so fucking stupid. You have 2 world championships around the shoulders of Roman Reigns.
Yep.
They specifically unified these belts because they thought, okay, let's get one undisputed champion, and it's got to be Roman. That makes him the top guy, officially, finally. And then instead of just being like, hey, you didn't defend for 90 days, we're going to take one of those And we don't want you on both, or we don't want you on both shows. So we got to take one of those, just, ununifying them. They brought back kind of the World Heavyweight Championship and somehow managed to make it feel not like the World Heavyweight Championship, but like the World Heavyweight Championship light. And that's what this is. And even AJ Styles, when asked, does this feel like a secondary title? Well, it's kind of hard not to feel like a secondary title, does it?
It's a new one.
Yeah. So, and we don't know, is this going to be the lineage of the World Heavyweight Championship? How far back does this date? Because we could go all the way back, or we could just go back to, the Triple H Reign of Terror World Heavyweight Championship. Oh, yeah, and that's right. It
starts there.
That's right. If you look really closely at, that black strap that Roman Reigns is carrying around, it says World Heavyweight Champion on it. This is fucking stupid. And here's the best part. We don't know who's going to win this match because there are people talking about both guys having a legitimate shot at this. The best part, the reason they made this belt was so that the other show being Raw, could have a champion, a world champion. So how are we going to crown a champ? Well, we're going to have guys from both shows do tournaments on both shows. Now you don't know which show's going to win this belt. So SmackDown could potentially have 3 world champions on its fucking show, 2 of them being one guy. This has been such a fucking joke. I'm almost not excited to watch the match. But then again, I look at who's in this match, AJ Styles, Seth Rollins. The match is going to be absolutely fantastic. The outcome, irrelevant. I'm going to enjoy this match for
It's going to be a great match. What I would love to see more than anything else is that Vince pushes us all in the pool. Roman comes down to the ring, makes it a 3-way match, wins the fucking belt right then and there. That's not like you have no idea.
That's what people are predicting, is that AJ Styles is going to win this, keep it on SmackDown, and then Roman's going to challenge for it and win it. And this was all a big fucking scam to try to keep the bloodline fresh, because they're coming to the end of the Sammy and Kevin stuff. They're coming to an end. They've got to find something for Roman and the bloodline to do. This would be one way to do that.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Fast and Furious 12.
Dude.
Like it's
God
it's
damn it,
like
Phil.
yes. So they're gonna keep Roman Sammartino.
I'm gonna avoid all of that. I'm gonna avoid all of that. It doesn't make sense. Like, I get it. And this is fantasy land with internet fucking people that are making crazy shit up. Seth Rollins is the man. He's going to win it. AJ's already got 2 fucking feuds set up on SmackDown that are not title fucking contention fucking like feuds. So it makes no sense for AJ to win. I'm looking short term and midterm. Now, long term, I get the story of AJ wins it, and holy fuck, yeah, it throws a wrench in everything. And I'll be honest, a lot of shit WWE's been doing lately makes no fucking sense. So AJ could fucking win this. It could fucking happen, but it doesn't make sense. So
there's no that's the thing.
I'm picking Seth Rollins. Phil,
I've got
copying
Rollins
my picks.
as well.
Copying my picks.
I just blasted it out before you had a chance to, son.
Dude, I already said it 3 times, you cunt.
Yeah.
But no, it's got to be Seth Frank. I would like it to be AJ. I would love to be wrong here.
I would love to see AJ win.
He gets belts over. Why does
it look like an AI photo? Because it is. It looks like Tony photoshopped their faces on women's bodies.
Because he did.
Maybe
hairy women body.
No, I don't want. See, that's the thing. I don't want to see AJ win this because I think that they're.
Because you don't want none.
No, I would love to see AJ with the title again. But if AJ wins and he goes to SmackDown with his belt, it immediately is a secondary title then, and it's cemented as such. And if it was all just a big ploy to get Roman Reigns another belt to carry around, like,
he's gonna have a lot.
It's just at that point, like, I feel like they're trying too hard to keep him fresh, and that's a bad way of doing it. So I hope that's not what they're doing here, because I think that that's really going to be just kind of you're going to lose a lot of steam if that's the way you're getting there.
We all have Seth Frankfurt, Germany.
It has to be Rollins. It just has to be. Okay, now, man,
the super best friends versus the tribal chief and Solo Sikoa. Now, guys, let me just go ahead here.
Figured.
I'm going to go right ahead.
Figured you would.
And I am going to go ahead and predict that the undisputed tag team champions will be your tribal chief Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa at the end of Night of Chief. Yes, the tribal chief will be the undisputed universal world heavyweight and tag team champions of the world. Folks, the bloodline is gonna make it happen tomorrow, or no, May 27th.
There you go.
Live Saturday, Night of Champions. The dream finally dies. Sami Zayn and KO losing the belts, folks. Night of Champions. It's happening.
Okay.
All right. And this is also tiebreaker match for me and Tony on who eats the pin. So here's what I see happening is Roman told the Usos to stay home. Obviously, that means they're not going to stay home. So
you think Roman might have dosed them on the plane over with him?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Right.
What are you doing here?
Usos come in, try to save the match. It looks like Bloodline's going to go down. Usos jump in, try to save the match. They bungle it, fuck it up, and then we get a Samoan spike on one of the Usos. And while they're all distracted with the family drama, out of nowhere, you get a stunner on the tribal chief. Sami Zayn gets on the top rope, fucking jumps down, pins the tribal chief for the first time since 2019.
Wow.
They retain. Roman takes his first pin and doesn't have to lose his belt and causes the fucking total goddamn drama to explode. Even further, all kinds of shit's going to hit the fan on this one.
So, chicken's gut. Roman gets pinned and Sammy and KO win the match.
Wow. Chicken.
I'm going bold. I'm going bold, Cotton.
Do you want to bet cash on that, Chicken? Because Jesus, tap dancing Christ.
I'm also picking Sammy and Kevin to retain because Jesus, at this point, it would be bad enough if you.
I want Solo to look at Roman as not the tribal chief. That's what this leads to.
If they made another world title just to try to get it on Roman, plus 2 tag team titles, like carrying around 5 belts.
Like that's every backyard wrestler's dream.
Phil just got a boner thing.
Yeah, he did. I can see it.
Yeah. Like there's no.
You can picture in his mind him wearing 2 belts around his waist and holding 2 up.
It's the boiling
and then
point.
Paul Heyman holding the world heavyweight title.
They tried to prolong the boiling point. Like at Backlash, they had the opportunity to, hit that boiling point, and they opted not to. They didn't have to change the belts in the 6-man tag, so of course. Jesus, awful booking, whatever. The boiling point was there. They didn't pull the trigger. They let the Usos and Solo win instead of reaching that boiling point. So they let it permeate more, and it got kind of stagnant, and it has been. So now they're trying to fix that with Roman's going to challenge for the tag titles. No, he's not going to win it. So
he's winning.
This is going to be Sammy and KO, and it's going to be the Usos interfering, like you said. But Roman's not going to eat the pin. It's going to be Solo. Yeah. I like everything you said except for who eats the pin. Roman should not eat the pin.
I could see yours playing out because here's something that just popped in my head, and I don't know why I didn't think of this before. But Usos jump into the ring, cause all kinds of mischief, and fuck everything up. Samoan Spike goes for Jay ducks, and it hits fucking Roman. Roman gets pissed, fucks up Solo, and walks out of the ring and lets Solo get pinned. and that's how the match ends.
It's going to be
that's probably what's going to happen.
It could be that simple.
Or, because the question is, well, how do you get out of this? Because Solo's never been defeated before. He's undefeated. Roman hasn't been defeated in 2019.
He got beat by Cody. Solo got beat by Cody.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. That was his first loss. Because I was going to say, well, you want to know how you get out of that? Just don't have him lose the match and have Roman and Solo Sikoa be the tag team champions and the tribal chief of not only the singles but the tag team division.
Yeah, the final rift in this whole story is gonna be Solo. When Solo turns on Roman, that's the end.
You remember why they made the World Heavyweight Championship a thing? Well, Roman's not around enough to defend either of his undisputed titles, so we're going to make another one. Hey, Roman, you want to be in the undisputed tag team title match so you can have 4 belts that you don't defend? Yeah, Roman's not winning the goddamn belts, Phil. You just lost the title. Congratulations.
Okay. You know what, guys? You guys have been saying that for 2 months now. You motherfuckers keep betting against... You keep betting against the bloodline, and it keeps fucking costing.
All right, Cody Rhodes, Brock Lesnar.
Bet against the bloodline and keep keeping this belt right here, boys.
It's a big one.
Assuming this one is an actual match. If it's an actual match, it'll count a point.
It will be.
I'm not sure if it'll be a match.
It'll be a match. I don't think they can pull a bait and switch like that on this crowd. I just don't.
It's going to be one of the best, gutsy performances of Cody Rhodes' career.
Here's the problem.
Is he going to be like godlike Cody? Godlike Cody triumphs again.
They've done this. That was my problem. Yeah, that was my problem with the trilogy with Rollins. Was he didn't need to win that Hell in a Cell because of the obvious injury, the real injury. He could have lost.
You won't get away with that.
So gutsy, T. I know you hate it, but I loved it. And that's what's going to happen here is Cody is going to have a gutsy performance for the Saudi crowd, and he's going to ultimately pull off the W.
Oh, my God. All right, Phil, you can have that. I got Lesnar.
This one is like my 50-50 pick, and I've been if I was going to...
Tony, you picked Asuka, so you're not even in contention for the title.
I think I'm in better shot than you think. I'm afraid of it being another one of those Hell in a Cell moments where, his arm's completely broken, and then he beats Brock Lesnar clean. That doesn't make sense.
He beat Brock Lesnar with one arm?
Yes, exactly. That's so stupid. So, and then my question next is, are they going to do a trilogy here? And that's kind of what Cody's MO has been, get the most out of the feud. So I expect there to be a third match.
They'll beat him at SummerSlam too.
So I'm leaning, and I'm going to stick with it. I've also got Brock Lesnar in this because that's how you get to a third match, and I think it'll be like a cage match because
Tony,
that's
do you
Cody's
and I have
way of beating Brock without beating Brock.
Yeah, we got the Asuka pick.
Yeah, no, we've.
I feel good.
Asuka.
I feel good.
Tony needs Asuka to win. We're so bad that otherwise it's between you and me, chicken. So
no, Phil, you and I have 2 different picks.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Asuka's
see, this is how Phil skates to a tie.
So it doesn't matter.
No, I feel really good about this. Here's the fun part: is we do all this and either crown a new champion or Phil retains, and then we go into another.
Yep. So don't worry, folks. This weekend, your tribal chief Phil KOE. I'm going to overcome all challenges, and I'm going to walk away your champion.
If you manage to survive Night of Champions, there's a 100% chance guarantee you will not retain at Double or Nothing. So,
Double or Nothing's got like 10 matches now.
God, it's so many. It's so fucking many, and there's no logic in picking that. So whoever does come out the victor at Night of Champions, oh boy, it's going to be a long road to hoe for Double or Nothing on Sunday. So folks, you have to come back at the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast, Big Bucket Empire on Facebook, to watch how this whole thing unfolded. The start time is noon. We're going to try to get this thing watched at first chance we get. And once we've got it watched, we're not doing a watch line. We'll come back after the show is over, probably for several hours. Once we've got it reviewed, we'll come back. We'll give our review. Once we've given our review, then we're going to jump into our predictions for the next night, AEW Double or Nothing. And I believe on Sunday we will be doing a watch along for that show. So you're gonna get reviews, you're gonna get watch alongs. We got a full plate of the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast this Memorial Weekend, folks. So,
and you will get to see this belt stay right here at Castle KOE.
This belt's coming home.
Oh no, T. And Chicken's got his own belt, which he's been looking for an excuse to unveil. You said you've got some new mods you've added to it, and
I tried.
You're gonna have to wait.
My new mods failed, so no.
Oh, okay. Well, then, Chicken, it's only right that I retain one more week, one more month. At the end of this weekend,
Dude, I will draw Scooby-Doo on that motherfucker if I have to unveil a new mod to win this. I will do it.
Fair enough, but Chicken, you got to realize me, you're 13-time Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast champion. You 10-time. Tony, how many are you?
14 times, soon to be a 15-time Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast after Saturday's night of champions, and I will be among those.
We can add some counts this weekend. Pretty goddamn quick, actually.
No, ain't a single count getting that, especially not Night of Champions, because you two fools bet against the Bloodline.
Yep, and eventually it's going to bite.
I did big time.
Saturday,
I did.
Bet on the Bloodline, folks. Bet on the Bloodline.
All right, we're gonna be tuning back over to the Big Bucket Empire's The Dog and Chicken Show here shortly in just a second. So those of you watching on YouTube on the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast, you'll have to jump over to the Big Bucket Empire on Facebook or the Big Bucket Empire on YouTube or the Dog and Chicken Show on YouTube as well. So those of you watching on the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast, can't wait to see you Saturday for our review and of Night of Champions and then predictions for the following night's watch along of AEW Double or Nothing. Chicken, can you hit that intro for RWP as I pull us off of that?
Absolutely, sir. Appreciate you guys. Love you. We'll see you this weekend.
Your champ.
And welcome back, folks, to the Dog and Chicken Show.
Beautiful. And now, Dog, Chicken, you realize, I mean, it's going to be awful how badly you're going to get defeated this weekend. But
we've changed topics. It's
going to be a tremendous.
It's going to be tremendous. Be the best.
So yeah, we're back at the Dog and Chicken Show. We're doing a simulcast and a lot of shit here tonight, folks. So we're only an hour and 27 minutes into this. I think we've got plenty of time to get this on here. If we could probably stall with a topic if you want to get the bar ready, Phil. We can knock it all down.
I'll let you guys. Let you talk about something or other, and I'll yell from across the room.
Perfect. I think we've got this.
All right.
This has been a fun mixed bag of shows, folks. The Big Bucket Empire and its various iterations and shows. We're giving you some inside, behind the scenes looks tonight, folks, and you're getting your political topical stuff. What better place is there to be than the Big Bucket Empire? There just isn't one.
I think we need to talk Neuralink right now, honestly.
All right, well, let's do it. I'm so ready.
That's pretty big fucking news. So if you guys missed it earlier, Neuralink announced they are FDA approved to start human trials, basically. Is the way I understood it. So
I'll
pull up the article. It's terrifying and exciting all at the same time. So Elon Musk's brain chip company. Let me there we go. Brain chip company Neuralink gets FDA approval to start human trials as Musk tweets congratulations. Human trials are set to start soon for Elon Musk brain chip implants after his company Neuralink gained FDA approval Thursday. Neuralink posted on social media, blah, blah, blah. He said, congratulations to the Neuralink team. This move is a milestone after Neuralink struggled to gain earlier approvals. Musk plans Neuralink to have the device helping both disabled and healthy people cure a range of conditions such as obesity, autism, depression, and schizophrenia. It could also allow for web browsing and telepathy. That's fucking
reprogramming the brain.
Yeah.
The company made the announcement
the brain from the default settings.
Yeah. This is the result of incredible work by the team. On at least 4 occasions since 2019, Musk has predicted that the medical device company would begin human trials, and then a goddamn ad pops up.
What happens when the
It would
ads start
begin
popping up in your mind?
I know, right? Human trials for brain implant to treat severe conditions such as paralysis and blindness. Yet the company, founded in 2016, only saw FDA approval in early 2022, and the agency rejected the application. 7 current and former employees told Reuters in March. So, like, there's so much potential of good that's on the horizon. So you think of like a lot of the things touted there of what you can control from the brain to tell the body to do to correct issues, simple things that like they're not simple things, but your brain can control a lot of these functions if they just had the right like wiring, I guess is one way to put it. So whether it's diabetes, to tell your pancreas to stop growing fat and to start producing more insulin if it's still like able to do so. You fix type 2 diabetes in a lot of fucking people. That's huge. You think about the issues that come with memory loss and dementia. Joe Biden could be like fucking the greatest president on earth in a couple years if we give him Neuralink.
I don't know if I'd go that far, buddy.
Yeah, I know. I might be pushing the limits here. There's so much potential though. Like you went through the list there: blindness, people that have spinal issues, or paralyzed from the waist down. You'd be able to it'll help repair some of that communication between the muscles, and you'll be able to walk again. Like there's so much potential for Neuralink. But then there's the scary Matrix type shit.
I was gonna say, before you get into the scary shit, like everything you said is exactly like what Elon Musk is intending this to be. He wants to predominantly make this like a super regenerative, like Wolverine superpower. Like that's what this is supposed to be.
Me sitting in a chair, plugging it in, and going,
yeah.
And I go,
like that's what, like, like you can sit here and tell me with 1000% guarantee that this will be utilized for evil. And I will
yes,
agree,
it will be
1,000,000%, because that's how this works. This is a superpower, whether you like it or not, whether you would ready to call it what it is or not. That's what this has the potential of being. So yes, this will 1000% be weaponized. So that, and once you realize that about really anything in terms of technological advances, you almost go, man, the Amish have it right. Because this is scary. This is fucking terrifying, the way that this could be utilized and weaponized. That's the worst part of this. I'm terrified of it, honestly.
I really don't.
Oh, and what? Speaking of terrifying, Bandit Chicken, Canadian Springs. Oh, that's fucked.
Yeah,
that's so fucked.
I really don't want to do this. Oh my god.
Oh man. Oh, that's mean. I thought for sure I was gonna have to do a millet. You know what? Can I, Bandit? Can I do a millet in Chicken's place? I feel like I need to do a millet.
I already poured it.
God.
Hold on. I need to prepare a toast to drink toast. Chat GPT is going to be a dick.
I can do one in solidarity. That's fucked up. Bandit. I was thinking more of Demolition Man, where Stallone wanted to knit. Yeah. All right. Join me for a gourmet meal at Taco Bell. Demolition Man was good. So
Demolition Man was very underrated.
Yeah. I think it's just because it fit in with the genre at the time, and it didn't really get looked at for what it was. I think it was a product of the time. Smash up, Stallone,
ChatGPT's being a bitch. We'll go with a good old classic. Here's the alcohol, the cause and solution to all of our problems.
There you go. Oh, God.
God damn it.
So bad.
Ugh, good. Ugh.
It's so bad.
It is so bad.
I can't believe we found one worse than LTD.
Yeah, LTD's still really fucking bad. It might be my sunburn. I'm super sensitive right now. My whole fucking body is beet red.
You know how to fix that?
Aloe vera.
No, Neuralink.
Yeah. I'm actually peeling like a motherfucker. I don't know if I can.
Oh, chickens.
It still burns. Like, oh man, my
Chicken
skin
showing
is peeling
some
so
skin.
bad. As I peel it off, it's still burnt underneath. Like I'm peeling too early and it still burns. Like I got my tits are red still. Like I'm burned on my chest and my belly, and I have like where my fat under my tits goes along. There's like a white line. It's fucking hilarious. But like it's peeling. My chest and my belly are peeling, but it's still burned. And so I started peeling it today, and it's so bad. And I think that's part of it, because I get I start twitching, and then my whole body stretches that skin, and then the skin goes fuck you, and I think that's part of my problem right now. That's probably why my reactions are so much worse tonight.
So your body hating you, that's why you're torturing your body with Canadian Springs.
No, bandits torturing my body with Canadian Springs.
Yeah, that's fair. That's true. That is fair. I would say move that back to over there.
But yeah, I look forward to the day when I have Neuralink, where Neuralink can just tell my body, hey, that alcohol shot you just took, zap, 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 and it just destroys all the alcohol that's in my blood and says, you're going to wake up feeling great for work tomorrow. Don't you worry.
They said this is non-human.
And then I'll poop out a metal capsule that's made out of biodegradable material, and it'll have all the toxins that were in my blood from drinking all night.
Right. They said this is a non-human testing.
No, they're starting human trials.
Or this is human trials. Okay.
Yes, this is approval to start human trials.
Okay.
Dear Lord, Heavenly God.
Good God. Yeah, that is.
So some amazing and terrifying things are about to happen.
Yeah, this sounds exactly like Weapon X program. Like somebody's about to have adamantium shoved inside of them.
This is fucking dude. Sign me up.
No. This is basically like signing up to be the first crew to colonize Mars. You're not going to come back from that, and you're probably going to die. Like,
yes,
it's a suicide mission.
But you got to go to Mars.
Somebody's got to go.
Yeah, but nobody has to shove a Neuralink in their body. Like,
well, if you're already gonna die,
So yeah.
If I was terminal and I had 2 years, I'd be like, yeah, shove it in me, boss. Let's see what we can do. Crank that shit to 11. Let's see what I can make happen.
So we can test for audio.
Phil, how we doing in the background there?
He wants to do a whole new room.
So we gonna do drink reviews on the post show? Is that the plan?
I guess, yeah.
That's fine with me. I need to have a smoke break anyway, and you know what? Let's wrap.
All that being said, folks.
Weak fucking ending.
Fuck you.
No, super weak ending.
I know. Well, Phil gives me shit about the Dog and Chicken Show and, whatever he wants to say, but he's never actually cared about the quality of the show. He shows up late all the time, and now he wants to end early. So fuck Phil. Yeah. How you like that, buddy?
Now he's taking my screen.
Well, I mean, it's not my fault you're cheating on us with another podcast, you fuck.
Says the guy who started another podcast and has been streaming with fucking random fucking communists all over the internet for the last 2 years.
Oh. Well,
Kind of got you there.
But it's all on my own show, you cock.
You're hanging out with communists.
They haven't tried
because
real
they're easy to
communism.
kick around intellectually. It's when I want to slum it. When I want to actually make my brain work, I come here.
Chicken, remember that list of times the government fucked us over? This will start the new list. Yeah? Great. Well, there won't need to be a list because we'll all be able to just comply to what they
there won't
want.
be a list because you are the list.
You are the list. It's a list of names, and you're on it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Anyway, folks, thanks for tuning in tonight. And thanks for bearing with us. We didn't prepare a lot for the show tonight, to be honest. We do have some drink reviews to do. We will do those in the post show, record some of that shit, have some shenanigans. If you wish to join along there, feel free. Otherwise, we're going to end tonight's live stream. Look forward to Hazard Analysis sometime, hopefully Sunday or Monday is what it looks like. This weekend, stay tuned to Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast as we start breaking down everything that is pro wrestling between Night of Champions and AEW. Is it Full Gear? Is that what this one's
No, it's Double or
be?
Nothing.
Double or Nothing. Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. They all suck. I don't know. They put on a good show.
I was about to say, if Chicken wins the belt, he's going to put it over like it was just the greatest thing ever. But
they could
absolutely.
Put on a great show.
Appreciate y'all as always. Love you. Bye, Tony. Take it away, sir.
Yes. Yeah. Tune in Saturday evening, Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast on YouTube. That'll be where you see the reviews. And make sure you go over and check out Hazard Analysis. We're going to get out the next episode of that live stream. Go to YouTube, Hazard Analysis. Give us a subscribe as we're growing that channel as well. So, yeah, and then join us back here in the Big Buck and Empire and the Dog and Chicken Show. Sometime, someday, eventually. Who knows? Fuck it. Scheduling is our enemy. We'll catch you next time, folks.
It's summer. Love you. And see if it just smooths itself out.
Tell you what I'll do if I ever get back. I promise to refabricate you, raging rivers of gold. That's what the brochure advertised. And now we're lost. We gotta take it down. Let you down slow.